a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Michael Phelps. Michael Fred Phelps II is an American retired competitive swimmer and the most successful and most decorated Olympian of all time. With a total of 28 medals, Phelps also holds the all-time records for Olympic gold medals in individual events, and Olympic medals in individual events. When he won 8 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Games, Phelps broke fellow American swimmer Mark Spitz's 1972 record of 7 first-place finishes at any single Olympic Games. At the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens, Phelps had already tied the record of 8 medals of any color at a single Games by winning 6 gold and 2 bronze medals. At the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, Phelps won 4 gold and 2 silver medals, and, at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, he won 5 gold medals and 1 silver. This made him the most successful athlete of the Games for the 4th Olympics in a row. Phelps is the long course world records holder in the 100-meter butterfly, 200-meter butterfly, and 400-meter individual medley, as well as the former long course world records holder in the 200-meter freestyle and 200-meter individual medley. He has won 82 medals in major international long course competition, of which 65 were gold, 14 silver, and 3 bronze, spanning the Olympics, the World Championships, and the Pan-Pacific Championships. Phelps' international titles and record-breaking performances have earned him the World Swimmer of the Year award 8 times and American Swimmer of the Year award 11 times, as well as the FINA Swimmer of the Year award in 2012 and 2016. Phelps earned Sports Illustrated magazine's Sportsman of the Year award due to his unprecedented Olympic success in the 2008 Games. After the 2008 Summer Olympics, Phelps started the Michael Phelps Foundation, which focuses on growing the sport of swimming and promoting healthier lifestyles. Phelps retired following the 2012 Olympics, but he made a comeback in April 2014. At the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, his 5th Olympics, he was selected by his team to be the flag bearer of the United States. At the 2016 Summer Olympics Parade of Nations, he announced his second retirement on August 12, 2016. Early life. Phelps was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and raised in the Rogers Forge neighborhood of nearby Towson. He attended Rogers Forge Elementary, Dumbarton Middle School, and Towson High School. Phelps is the youngest of 3 children. His mother, Deborah Sue Debbie Phelps, is a middle school principal. His father, Michael Fred Phelps, is a retired Maryland state trooper who played football in high school and college, and tried out for the Washington Redskins in the 1970s. Phelps is of English, German, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh descent. His parents divorced in 1994, when he was 9 years old, and his father remarried in 2000. He graduated from Towson High School in 2003. Phelps began swimming at the age of 7, partly because of the influence of his sisters and partly to provide him with an outlet for his energy. After retirement in 2016, he stated, "The only reason I ever got in the water was my mom wanted me to just learn how to swim. My sisters and myself fell in love with the sport, and we decided to swim." When Phelps was in the 6th grade, he was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. By the age of 10, he held a national record for his age group and began to train at the North Baltimore Aquatic Club under coach Bob Bowman. More age group records followed, and Phelps still holds 12 age group records. 2000 Sydney Olympics. Phelps' rapid improvement culminated when he qualified for the 2000 Summer Olympics at the age of 15, as became the youngest male to make a U.S. Olympic swim team in 68 years. While he did not win a medal, he did make the finals and finished 5th in the 200-meter butterfly. 2001 World Championships. At the World Championship trials for the 2001 World Aquatics Championships, on March 30, Phelps broke the world record in the 200-meter butterfly to become, at 15 years and 9 months, the youngest male ever to set a swimming world record. Previously this had been Ian Thorpe, who lowered the 400-meter freestyle world record at 16 years, 10 months. At the World Championships in Fukuoka, Japan, Phelps broke his own world record in the 200-meter butterfly en route to becoming a world champion for the first time. 2002 Pan-Pacific Championships. At Nationals, the selection meet for the 2002 Pan-Pacific Swimming Championships, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Phelps set an American record in the 200-meter individual medley and was just off the world record in the 200-meter butterfly. In the 400-meter individual medley, Phelps bettered the world record held by Tom Dolan with a time of 4:11.09, just ahead of Eric Wendt, who finished second with a time of 4:11.27, also below the old world record. In the 200-meter freestyle, Phelps was barely beaten by Khalid Geller, and in the 100-meter butterfly, Phelps beat Ian Crocker. At the 2002 Pan-Pacific Swimming Championships in Yokohama, Japan, Phelps won 3 gold medals and 2 silvers. In his first event, the 400-meter individual medley, Phelps won gold ahead of Eric Wendt with a time of 4:12.48. In the 200-meter butterfly, Phelps lost to Tom Mulhau, finishing behind him 1:55.41 to 1:55.21. Phelps said he lost because he did not take butterfly training seriously after he broke the world record. In the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps won with a time of 1:59.70. In the 4x200-meter freestyle relay, Phelps, along with Nate Dusing, Khalid Geller, and Chad Carvin, won the silver medal with a time 7:11.81, finishing behind Australia. The US 4x100-meter medley relay team consisted of Aaron Pearsall, Brendan Hansen, Phelps, and Ian Crocker. In the final for the medley relay, Phelps swam a 51.1 split, at the time the fastest split in history. The final time of 3:33.48 was a world record. 2003 World Championships. At Nationals, Phelps won the 200-meter freestyle, 200-meter backstroke, and the 100-meter butterfly. He became the first American swimmer to win 3 different races in 3 different strokes at a national championship. At the 2003 Duel in the Pool, a meet that pits swimming stars from Australia and the United States, Phelps broke the world record in the 400-meter individual medley with a time of 4:10.73 and almost broke the world record in the 100-meter butterfly, just missing the record by 0.03 seconds. At a meet in Santa Clara County, California, Phelps broke the world record in the 200-meter individual medley with a time of 1:57.94. Phelps said he broke the 200-meter individual medley world record after Don Talbot said Phelps was unproven, using his words as motivation. At the 2003 World Aquatics Championships, Phelps won 4 gold medals, 2 silver medals, and broke 5 world records. Phelps broke his first world record on July 22 in the semi-finals for the 200-meter butterfly. Phelps swam a 1:53.93 to break his own world record of 1:54.58 set in 2001 and became the first man to swim under 1:54.00. In the final of the 200-meter butterfly, on July 23, Phelps easily won the gold medal, but did not come close to his world record with a time of 1:54.35. Less than an hour later, Phelps swam the lead-off leg for the 4x200-meter freestyle relay. Phelps put up a solid time of 1:46.60. But the Americans could not match the depth of the Australians and ultimately finished second 7:10.26 to 7:08.58. In the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps dominated. On July 24, in the semi-finals of the 200-meter individual medley, he broke his own world record with a time of 1:57.52. On July 25, in the final of the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps smashed his own record with a time of 1:56.04 to win the gold medal and finished almost 3 seconds ahead of Ian Thorpe. About an hour before the final of the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps swam in the semi-finals of the 100-meter butterfly. Phelps dominated again, finishing in the top seed position with a world record time of 51.47. However, in the final of the 100-meter butterfly, On July 26, Ian Crocker erased Phelps' world record with a time of 50.98 to become the first man under 51 seconds. Phelps swam a 51.10 but had to settle for silver in the final of the 400-meter individual medley. On July 27, Phelps broke his own world record with a time of 4:09.09 to easily claim the gold medal. About half an hour later, Phelps earned his final gold medal when the United States team won the 4x100-meter medley relay. Phelps did not swim in the finals, but still earned a medal because he swam in the heats. Trials. At the 2004 U.S. Olympic team trials, Phelps competed in 6 events: the 200 and 400-meter individual medley, the 100 and 200-meter butterfly, the 200-meter freestyle, and the 200-meter backstroke. In his first event, the 400-meter individual medley, Phelps easily won with a world record time of 4:08.41. 2 days later, in the 200-meter freestyle, Phelps won with a time of 1:46.27, finishing 6/10 of a second ahead of Gert Keller. Phelps, however, was not pleased with the result and wanted to be in the 1:45s, and was uncertain if he would swim the event in Athens. The following day, Phelps won in the 200-meter butterfly with a time of 1:54.31, 3 seconds ahead of second-place finisher Tom Mulhau. After 2 days off, Phelps was back in the pool and finished second to Aaron Pearsall in the 200-meter backstroke. Less than half an hour later, Phelps won the 200-meter individual medley title ahead of Ryan Lochte by 2.70 seconds. The following day, Phelps finished second to Ian Crocker in the 100-meter butterfly. Crocker won in a time of 50.76, a world record, and 0.39 seconds ahead of Phelps. When the trials were over, Phelps became the first person to qualify in 6 individual events for a U.S. Olympic team. However, Phelps dropped the 200-meter backstroke to focus on the 200-meter freestyle, because he wanted to race Ian Thorpe. Even though Phelps did not compete in the 100-meter freestyle at the trials, he was still selected for the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. Gary Hall, Jr. thought this was unfair and said Phelps did not deserve a spot on the relay. Phelps argued his program was too crowded to compete in 100-meter freestyle and was at least among the top 4 swimmers, because he had beaten the top-seeded Jason Lezak the last time he had swum against him. Athens. In his first event, the 400-meter individual medley, Phelps won his first Olympic gold medal in the world record time of 4:08.26. The following day, Phelps, along with Ian Crocker, Neil Walker, and Jason Lezak, finished in 3rd place in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay with a time of 3:14.62. Crocker's lead-off time of 50.05 was the worst among the field and was blamed on sickness. In the event many were calling the race of the century, the 200-meter freestyle that was held the following day, Phelps finished in 3rd place behind Ian Thorpe and Peter van den Hoogenband. Although this race ended the chance to match Spitz's record, Phelps had savored the challenge even though it was not his strongest event, saying, "How can I be disappointed? I swam in a field with the 2 fastest freestylers of all time." In his 4th event, the 200-meter butterfly, held the following day, Phelps won a gold medal with a time of 1:54.04, breaking Tom Mulhau's Olympic record. About an hour later, in the 4x200-meter freestyle relay, Phelps, along with Ryan Lochte, Peter van der Kay, and Gert Keller, finished in 1st place with a time of 7:07.33. 2 days later, in the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps finished first with a time of 1:57.14, an Olympic record. In the 100-meter butterfly final, held the following day, Phelps defeated American teammate Ian Crocker by just 0.04 seconds with a time of 51.25. Traditionally, the American who places highest in an individual event will be automatically given the corresponding leg in the 4x100-meter medley relay final. This gave Phelps an automatic entry into the medley relay, but he deferred and Crocker swam instead. Phelps' gesture gave Crocker a chance to make amends as well, getting his final shot at a gold medal. The American medley team went on to win the event in world record time, and, since Phelps had raced in a preliminary heat of the medley relay, he was also awarded a gold medal along with the team members who competed in the final. In winning 6 gold and 2 bronze medals, Phelps, still a teenager, had the second-best performance ever at a single Olympics, behind Mark Spitz's 7 gold medals at the 1972 Summer Olympics. Also, he became the second male swimmer ever to win more than 2 individual titles at a single Games with 4, tying Spitz's 4 from 1972. 2005 World Championships. At the 2005 World Championship trials, Phelps decided to drop his specialty events, the 400-meter individual medley and the 200-meter butterfly, and experiment with the 400-meter freestyle and the 100-meter freestyle. Phelps went on to win the 400-meter freestyle, the 200-meter freestyle, the 100-meter butterfly, the 100-meter freestyle, and the 200-meter individual medley at the trials. At the 2005 World Aquatics Championships, Phelps won a total of 6 medals, 5 golds and 1 silver. In the 400-meter freestyle, Phelps did not make it past the preliminary heats and finished 18th overall with a time of 3:50.53. Later that day, in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay, Phelps won his first gold in the championships. 2 days later, on July 26, Phelps won his second gold in the 200-meter freestyle with a new American record time of 1:45.20, finishing ahead of Grant Hackett. 2 days later, on July 28, Phelps finished 7th in the 100-meter freestyle final. Later that day, Phelps won his third gold in the 200-meter individual medley. On July 29, Phelps, along with Ryan Lochte, Peter Vanderkay, and Khalid Keller, won the gold in the 4x200-meter freestyle relay, with a time of 7:06.58. This was the 4th gold medal for Phelps. On July 30, Phelps swam in his last individual event, the 100-meter butterfly. In the final, Phelps could not match the speed of Ian Crocker and had to settle for silver, finishing 51.65 to 50.40, a new world record for Crocker. On July 31, Phelps earned his final gold medal when the United States team won the 4x100-meter medley relay. Phelps did not swim in the finals, but still earned a medal, because he swam in the heats. 2006 Pan-Pacific Championships. At the 2006 National Championships, Phelps won 3 events. In his first event, the 200-meter butterfly, Phelps won with a championship record of 1:54.32. In his second event, the 100-meter butterfly, Phelps just edged out Ian Crocker 51.51 to 51.73. In his third event, the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps won with a time of 1:56.50, just ahead of Ryan Lochte's time of 1:56.78. At the 2006 Pan-Pacific Swimming Championships in Victoria, British Columbia, Phelps won 5 gold medals and 1 silver. In his first event, the 200-meter butterfly, Phelps won in a world record time of 1:53.80, his first world record in 2 years. In his second event, the 400-meter individual medley, Phelps easily won with a time of 4:10.47, 3.38 seconds ahead of second-place finisher Robert Margulis. In his third event, the 4x200-meter freestyle relay, Phelps, along with Ryan Lochte, Peter Vanderkay, and Khalid Keller, won the gold medal, with a time of 7:05.28. In his fourth event, the 200-meter backstroke, Phelps won the silver medal, finishing behind Aaron Pearsall 1:56.81 to 1:54.44. In his fifth event, the 4x100-meter freestyle relay, Phelps, along with Neil Walker, Cullen Jones, and Jason Lezak, won the gold medal, with a world record time 3:12.46. In his sixth event, the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps won with a world record time of 1:55.84, breaking his record of 1:55.94 set in 2003. 2007 World Championships. At the 2007 World Aquatics Championships, Phelps won 7 gold medals, tying the record for a global long course championship held by Mark Spitz since the 1972 Summer Olympics, and broke 5 world records. Phelps' first gold medal came in the 4x100-meter freestyle. Phelps swam the lead-off leg in 48.42 seconds, and Neil Walker, Cullen Jones and Jason Lezak each expanded the lead to win in a championship record of 3:12.72, just missing the world record of 3:12.46 set the previous year. His lead-off time was faster than the winning time in the individual 100-meter freestyle final later in the meet. Phelps set his first world record in the championships in the 200-meter freestyle. His second race, Phelps won the gold ahead of Peter van den Hoogenband and broke Ian Thorpe's 6-year-old world record with a time of 1:43.86. For his third race, the 200-meter butterfly, Phelps won the gold and bettered his own world record of 1:53.71 with a time of 1:52.09. For his fourth race, the 200-meter individual medley, Phelps set his third world record with a time of 1:54.98, bettering his own world record time of 1:55.84 for his fifth race, the 4x200-meter freestyle relay. Phelps swam the lead-off leg in 1:45.36 as the American team of Ryan Lochte, Cleet Keller, and Peter van der Kay went on to win the gold medal, and beat the previous world record set by Australia in 2001 with a time 7:03.24. For his sixth race, the 100-meter butterfly, Phelps edged out Ian Crocker 50.77 to 50.82 to win his sixth gold medal. For his seventh event, the 400-meter individual medley, Phelps won the gold medal in a world record time of 4:06.22, more than 3.5 seconds ahead of Ryan Lochte. By winning 7 gold medals, Phelps broke the record of 6 set by Ian Thorpe at the 2001 World Championships. The 4x100-meter medley relay team received a disqualification for a false start during a changeover in the heats, ending Phelps' chance of 8 gold medals. Even though Phelps competed in the backstroke in international competition only once, he was among the best backstroke swimmers in the world. This is illustrated by his personal best time set in 2007, 4 months after the World Championships. At the U.S. Nationals in Indianapolis on August 1, 2007, Phelps swam a 1:54.65 in the 200-meter backstroke, which was the third fastest of all time in the event, 0.33 of a second off the world record of 1:54.32 held by Ryan Lochte. 2 days later, Phelps swam a time of 53.01 seconds in the 100-meter backstroke, 0.03 of a second short of the world record of 52.98 held by Aaron Pearsall, the second fastest performance of all time. In 2007, Phelps swam into the all-time top 3 performances in 7 individual events, 4 of these being world records. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?